Well, hi Aries, this is Tara and welcome to your Psychic Tarot forecast. This is for the mid-month to mid-month, mid or through mid Psychic Tarot forecast. I'm going to pull two cards for the beginning of February and two cards for the ending of birth. That's sort of going backwards, isn't it? But no, I will do it in order. And then a clarification card. And I want to wish you all a couple things. First of all, happy holidays to each and every one of you. I hope you have, I'm shuffling as we speak, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, no matter what you celebrate, Christmas, Hanukkah. Happy holidays, excuse me, to all of you. And also I want to thank you guys for leaving so many comments. Some of you had major life situations, relationships, it's just a lot of stuff going on in your life. So I so appreciate your comments, and you guys were the most watched sign for the last series, and I really appreciate that. Views, likes, subscribes, and I again appreciate all of your subscribes. I'm grateful for that. So please remember to do so. You can click on the subscribe button. That way you'll receive these in your inbox each and every month. And remember to like the video if you like the video. But I do wish you all well, and let's move on to your reading. This is for Aries. These two cards are for the last 2 weeks of our first 2 weeks of February. Excuse me. And then we have a transition card to see how 1 month plays into another. All right. So let's take a look at these particular cards. Interesting, Aries. Okay, so we have a court card. We have the Queen of Swords who's facing the Six of Pentacles. So the Queen of Swords usually reminds me of an air sign. This would be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. It can be their sun, moon, or rising sign. It could be your rising or moon sign, but I'm kind of thinking that this person is another person that you know, and this is, here is the card of generosity with money, with time, with energy, you know, giving funds to someone, very supportive person, has the Libra scales of balance as he's holding and dropping change to this person. So this could be someone in your life who almost, excuse me, for lack of a better term, this is the Queen. So she has a witty sense of humor. She's, or a witty sense, let's just put it that way. She's very keen intellectually, and not only intellectually, but analytically. So this might be someone who's actually helping you or giving you some funds or loaning you money, or this could be a person, if it's in a romantic situation, you all could be partnering up to do something together, whether it's a business or a project where you're going to make money. This could be around the holidays that you're teaming up with someone. If this Queen is someone who's, you're going to, some of you, I know it, are going to say, no, this is a Libra who's driving me crazy, or a Aquarius, or a Gemini. I can just feel it. Some of you are going to say that. So if they are a thorn in your side, then they're showing up in the reading. My feeling around this Queen facing the Six of Pentacles is that, yes, this can be a demanding person, or a person who's cuts through the BS and doesn't hold her tongue or his tongue. This could be a man or a woman. But I'm just saying, this could be someone who cuts through the BS and maybe in turn is generous to you, or you feel generosity towards others. Maybe you need to do that. Maybe you're thinking, law of attraction. Maybe if I give to others time and energy and a little bit of money here and there, if someone's not doing well, or sometimes by the side of the road, if we see people on the side of the road, we want to drop them a change or two. But I'm just saying, it feels like this Queen has some dictation over this generosity here, right? A couple words came up. One was airport, and that would be conducive to this time of year. A lot of people are traveling. I think if you are going to see some interesting people at the airport this particular year, and I don't mean it's scary situations, but hopefully your travel time will go well. We're in Mercury retrograde right now. I think Mercury goes direct on the, I want to say 22nd or 23rd. So make sure to watch your travel plans. Make sure that the flight is on time and that you're on time to the airport. Your luggage gets where it needs to be and all that fun stuff. What was the other word that I heard? I apologize. It'll come to me. Airport. And before I started the reading, the word synchronicities came up to me quite a bit. So if you're like having a lot of intuitive hits that you're not normally feeling like you're an intuitive person, but it's like, wow, I was just thinking about that song yesterday, and then it came on the radio. You heard it somewhere, and you're like, I haven't heard that song in years, and then it pops up. I just feel like a lot of you are having intuitive flashes, like, oh, odd. That's just odd. Or you haven't spoken to someone in a long time, and then now you're speaking to them. That would be Mercury retrograde, because friends do come into our lives from the past. So I'm just saying there's something about this Queen combined with the Six of Pentacles generosity. It could be around your body too. Maybe taking care of your health, Aries, is a big thing for you. Maybe some of you have been through a lot, and you're just like, wow, I'm going to take some time off and take care of me. And this person's saying, you better do that. Or you're having to tell the people, this boss, that you're going to do it. If, in fact, that's a boss. More court cards for Aries. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is it's the most laid back. He's the most laid back knight. Because you can see he's standing calmly with his horse. Wherever you have the King or the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands, they are rushing quickly. This is a very, how do I want to say, comfortable, secure feeling. He's a knight, he's an adventurer, but he's going to do it his way. This represents earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And he's facing this Page of Wands. So it's interesting to me. This feels like, to me, this is you, Aries, right here. You're the Page of Wands, or at least it's a fire sign feeling that news is coming to you about your work, but the wands do represent the fire signs. So someone might be offering to give you money. Maybe it's not only that they're offering to give you money, maybe news of a raise, a promotion, possibly they have to give you money legally, or it's a binding deal, and it makes you, or there's someone in your life, like I said, that's one of the earth signs that wants to give you money. I kind of feel like that. And you feel inspired by it. You feel like a new kid on the block. And this is, remember, the beginning of February. We're 1st through the 15th-ish. I say ish because, these cards could go into the end of February. But I'm just saying, I think you're starting to feel, by mid-January, you're starting to feel more inspired about where you are in life. Let's look at the transition card. Well, the Emperor. Emperor's been coming up quite a bit in the different signs. Okay, so this is an archetypal father figure, or judge, or priest, or government. This is like authority, man. It's like, I'm authority, hear me roar. It reminds me of I would say a male, or at least someone who has a lot of male qualities. It could be an institution, so it doesn't just have to be a person. But he is the archetypal father figure, or judge, like I said, or boss. Could be a boss. Also, this card represents the sign of Capricorn. So if there's a Capricorn in your life, I kind of feel like this is a Pete and repeat. Did I say this last time, you guys? Maybe not. But anyway, if this card came up, just let me know in the comments below. I love your comments. Excuse me, who this card is. It might be that this person is the authority, and you have an opportunity with a job, or again, promotion or money to be given to you, so that you can start anew. You can start fresh and anew. I feel like this is a better reading than it was from mid-September Aries, so I'm very happy to see that, because again, you guys commented more than any other sign what was going on in your life, and I so appreciate that, and I read every single one of your comments. I feel the need to pull another card. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. So this is an earth sign again, or talking about feeling good about your money, your property, your body, taking care of your body. It could be an earth sign, like I said, but I kind of feel like for some of you, it's you. It's kind of like you, after this wave of situations, that you kind of feel like you're on top of things. Your bottom line is clear. You're starting to feel better about your money. I know it's after the holidays. You've probably spent money. If it's not you, then it's another earth sign. So that would mean you have 1, 2, 3 pentacle cards. Aries, this is about your money this month. Just saying. Your money and your health. A little bit about your work, which kind of goes hand in hand. And this queen, you all let me know who this queen is. This Queen of Swords, air sign. She's laying down the law. Okay, so I'm going to look into crystal and see what I see for Aries. I see that some of you all are having to step out on the edge of the cliff and really make your own decisions and be bold and brave and courageous, because I see this, and it's not really a person, it's more like an eagle on the edge of a cliff, and it's standing there with his wings spread, but he's like, you know what, I'm going to have to fly, and I'm going to have to make this happen myself. So, spread your wings, Aries. You can do it. You don't have to fall off the cliff. You can fly. Let's see what else comes up for you guys in the crystal. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see what I can make of this. This was like a series of letters and symbols. I'm seeing an N, K, O, looks like an L, and then it looks like a circle with a slash through it. And the colors of sort of a silvery blue to light green. Okay, well, this could be symbology. This could be any of you that connect to, what is it called? Geometry, sacred geometry. Or if any of you all are just really going into spiritual realms where you are having dreams about symbols, or you're waking up in the morning and, again, synchronicities. There's a little bit of spiritualism going on around you, not just a little bit. I think some of you are going through major life changes. And now I'm seeing, this is kind of cool. Well, it's the same bird, but behind him is this boat. It's an open boat, like they had in the Norris days. And so there's a lot of cargo on top of this boat. Okay, so it's like this eagle is in front on top of what's the front part of the boat called? Steering the boat with the cargo. So some of you might be moving, some of you might be and taking, your items, of course, with you. Some of you might be sailing on to other opportunities, other jobs. I feel like by seeing that visual that you're not going to lose. The feeling is you're not going to lose anything, because there's a lot of cargo on that ship, all right, or on that boat. Okay, Aries, I'm going to add up the original 5 cards. Okay, and we have the court cards are all 1, so this will be pretty easy. 1 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 4 is 10. Well, of course, Aries 4 numerology is about setting your foundation, feeling structured, feeling safe, feeling secure. 4 is a very grounded number. It's just like stable, man. It's stable, secure. And I feel like that's what a lot of you are trying to maintain. We have the balance here, and then we have the card, which I don't know why I keep going towards Libra, because this could be any air sign, but just saying. I just feel like a lot of you are wanting more balance in your life, which is a good thing. Okay, so the theme in the major arcana cards, interestingly enough, is the same as what I call transformation. The cards call it death. So we know that the death means not a literal, usually not a literal death of a person. 90% of the time, does it mean the death of a person? It usually means you're transforming. And I said that a minute ago, that a lot of you are going through major life changes, and knowing that you're going through this, that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that you're going to come out more with more insights, You're going to grow as a person. You're going to see your place more in the world and how you fit into your life, into others' life, and how you communicate with other people. It may have been that you've had to be real diplomatic and patient recently, and that's not your style, Aries. It's this again. It's just basically transformation from what doesn't serve us, from one type of thinking, living, being to another because of loss of possibly a position, a job, possibly a house, possibly people in your life, but again, transformation. Okay, dear Aries, I hope this reading made sense to you. Please leave in the comments below any of the court cards. Again, you have 3 of them. So there's people in your life, and this is about your money too, and your finances. All right, if you'd like your own personal private reading, look in the See More section below. It'll have the link to the order page, and you can order reading. Also, if you just want to email me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com and say, none of these times work for me. Do you have any more openings? Then we can email that way and connect that way, okay? Because those aren't the only times I have available, but the times I know I'm available. Let me just say that. All right, or if you want to gift someone with a reading, email me that as well. And just say, I want to purchase a reading for a friend or a husband, spouse, wife, sister, brother. A lot of people like readings. I have the 3-minute video readings where I send you a video of the answers to your questions. So you'd see a bunch of cards laid out and I talk about them. Or I have the 5-minute and hour phone or Skype if you're outside the U.S. Okay? All right, Aries, I just wish you the best. I really, really, truly do. I know that a lot of you all have been going through a lot of turmoil, but stay positive. Look up. Look towards the sky and stay on the bright side of life. Okay? Be well. Take care. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.